Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Let's go, Lloyd. Yellow, yellow.
You got nothing. 57's the mark. 57. Cut. 57. Mike, 57.
Right side. Hey, yellow, hey, go going.
What?
Right side.
They'll run on first down. Way. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They're running it. Hey, check.
They run the counter. Way. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Come back.
59. Mike 15. Mike to 59.
Get that quarterback.
Now here's Mahomes.
Get that quarterback.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Check 52.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Easy.
Mike 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds his man Johnson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Same team.
Switch gears.
Yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Let's go.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Hey, yellow.
57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Right side.
On first down, Way. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
From the 17, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Fire down these two. 480.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations, so it is harder to defend.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Hey, Echo.
I'm coming after you. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
They'll look to throw. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Perry. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Yellow, I'm the blue lady. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey, 57, 57. 57, Mike. My side.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50. 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Yellow.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports.
Yellow.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Way. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You got it.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Shit.
Collect.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
I got one. 57's the mic. Rock 57. All right. Here we go. Let's go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Chef. Stay at home. No. Check that.
They'll try the left side. Way. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Fly down these two. 180.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mike's 57. Yellow.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Trey Flowers. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
At the 50-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Stand up in.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Back to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
57's the mic. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go. 57.
Hey, rip list.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Exit. 57's the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
59, Mike to 59. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 2nd down, Way. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Yellow. Argo on, 80. Play 43.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Scene 6. 57 to Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is Johnson. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first.
Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Throwing right, and that's complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Ready?
They'll set up to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the... And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, L.A. John Ross, 85 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You're out.
Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Ship. Check 99, check 99.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Look at me. Go. Check tight. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey, tight.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Sponge. No.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And now contact up front. And this might set up an interesting decision. So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Or maybe you think about running your offense back out on the field.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Quick edge. 6'6", pull it high. Get it.
They'll run for it with Hines. into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons get a bit closer. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
57 colors, 57 colors. 3 down. Hey, Mike, 52.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready, break.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Hey, that's all day, baby. Your shot. Hey, take your shot back to home. Shot back to home.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh?
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Switch.
80 weapon. Ready.
Looking to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Hey, wahoo!
93's the mic. 93's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Check.
Lead grip.
He'll drop to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Two times. Hey, we got 3 down. Shift.
Hey, lock it. Now.
He'll throw now on the final play. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 2nd and 13. Going right side here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
59, Mike to 59. Oh, yeah.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready. 10, touchdown. Watch the run. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
You ain't going
And it's
nowhere.
complete. They're going to get the first. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Hey, check Mike 56.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 4 yards out. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Buzz.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. 3 buzz.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence. When in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
15 left.
I'm here all day.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Check, 93's the Mike. 93's the Mike. It's going to be a
Snap.
They'll try and throw it for him. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2. and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
93's the mic. 93's the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check. 93's the mic.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds Hopkins complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards of the first down completion.
Now.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on it. Go.
On second down now. It's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Double tight. Hey, 4 down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Bang! Zoom!
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 50.
They're going to look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Slam!
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Mike. Yellow. Check Mike. Double tight. 3 down. Hey, check.
Now here's Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Let's go.
Set. 18, Gator. Rock it.
Check 15, check.
Hey, Charlie. 5.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons get a bit closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Yellow.
Go.
On 2nd down, Way. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will push forward and pick up the 1st down. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 15.
59 Mike. Check. Go. Mike, check. 59.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Let's go, boys.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And the Rams with a score, touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8th. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Down.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the side.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. The 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. DeAndre Hopkins. 74 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, with a juke. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. A first throw for the backup, Rosen. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Rosen. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
57's the mic.
General West.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Mahomes firing complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Hey, alert, alert.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Going for the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked picked off at the 17. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. They were looking for Johnson that time. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, with the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
That good for 22 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Bring it. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Pick me up. Here we go. Check, 93's the mic.
They'll set up the throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 33 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On second and 12, Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands. Here's
a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And they do get this across midfield of the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for L.A. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Lucky, 61, matchbox, lights. Smooth. Switches. Leo. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Way. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's get it.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Here we go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Yo, hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, Delta.
Now.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Stand too soft.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
Hey, you're on the outside over there. You're on the nine.
Hey, Alpha.
59, 50.
You better be afraid of me. You go.
Back to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Echo.
He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience?
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But your
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Wide, get wide.
One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Falcons, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Rams, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.